Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, wonderful, beautiful individual you. Today, I would like to speak about stimulating and, well, allowing life to pervade every single aspect of you as a human being. Now, when you actually infuse everything you perceive, sense, whatever you as a human being have discovered for yourself as a human faculty, be it thinking, feeling, willing, be it any of the world thoughts or the soul moods, no matter the differentiations or many, they are never static. Any of these words are never static. They're kind of a living aspect of things. But one has to have the ability to see its life so that when we say rock or stone or a tree, you get a living picture sensation of it instead of it just it's a tree, then you get a quick picture and then it's gone, like, oh yeah, I have seen a rock before. Yeah, you have seen a rock before, but you didn't see that rock today or yesterday or tomorrow. The thing is, you can never put your foot in the same stream twice. You understand that? There is always change. We we develop in a cosmic cycle. And the thing with cosmic cycles is really cool. For every cycle we go around, we leave a trail. And what happens when we leave a trail? We create layers. And that is what we are constantly doing. So for every cycle, there is something new introduced to development. Of course, there are far more spiritual truths and insights to this than just developing in evolution, because we need to get away from linear evolution, that things just occurred side by side by side, because everything was intermingled with each other. Certain things were at the start, other things were in the middle, and other things were at its end. And it is still like that today. It is no different today. We have things that we should develop, we have things we should let go of and let die, and there are things that, well, blatantly needs a new breath of life only. So it is about, instead of being vague and abstract and ignorant to true spiritual truths that you really and consciously and realistically actually can tap into, it is all about finding that, because it is a reality, no matter if we would like to convince ourselves there is not. It is not possible. There will be a void there that you cannot possibly fill. But a void is not meant to be filled. From that emptiness, from that void comes everything. From that silence, every single thing comes. It is all about having that calm, listening, and having certain life and an oomph to it. Like children. Unless ye become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. And that is what spirituality and religion always have. We try to reach the heavenly realms, the moral realms, the love, the realm of love, more or less, the Devakan. But we can only do so through redemption, for we have already, well, allowed a lot of trouble on this planet. So we have a lot of things to clean up in, world karma-wise, and also individual karma-wise. But for every individual paying their karma, the world karma is also introduced in a sense. So the more we pay our own karma, we also help others do the same as best as we can possibly do. But it is all about having the sincere and truthful and honest intention of trying to inspire in freedom. Never force, never fearmonger. It is just not... We tell what the consequences might be if we do not do anything, because we need to. It's like, what will happen if you leave a watermelon on, uh, I don't know, in the warmth of your bathroom, it will decay. Obviously, you don't just leave it there. It is the same with spiritual truths and facts and impulses. If we only leave it there vaguely without knowledge, it will affect us willy-nilly, and we don't even know what affects us. We just believe it is, maybe it is some kind of disease or mental illness, or maybe it is, but you will never get an answer. You will only get vague theories about it. But when you can get to know the forces that interplays and comes and goes and works up in our will and our emotions and even up to our thoughts, we need to get a feel for these things. Knowing that you are the one, I am the one, he is the one allowing in a lot of these forces because we don't know them. That is their strength. Their strength is our ignorance. It is about getting to know. Once you know, you will quickly get to realize we have a lot of work to do. Morality is not something arbitrary. Love, compassion, warmth from the heart, understanding, human comprehension of emotions, all of these things are not arbitrary. Yes, arbitrary practice. That means we have a variety of levels of understanding, each and every one of us, but that indicates only how much time we have put into this. You see, everyone can unfold these inner faculties of spirituality, but we need to be curious and wondrous, having a certain awe, because you cannot sit here and say, I don't believe in God, but God, if you will show me, if you will prove, no. We only needed to start to prove God once we couldn't see him anymore, once we couldn't perceive the divine anymore. And it's not that long ago, around 500 years, around 500 years, 1500s, in the first third of the 1500s, we started to lose our old inherited atavistic clairvoyance. The clairvoyance every culture had before the middle of the Greek/Roman Empire. Greek culture, Roman Empire. So, having that said, there is truly, everything is happening at the same time. You have something that was meant 2,000 years ago, something that was meant 1,000 years ago, something that was meant 500 years ago, and many will want to pinch it, want to keep it here, and want to hold it alive when it is meant to fall away. It is not healthy for us as modern and new types of human beings. Our consciousness is different from 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. If we introduce back the old ways, we will not have the atavistic clairvoyance to perceive any of it. So it becomes materialistic dogma. And materialistic dogma is enemy of the truth. Because dogma is one-sidedness. Don't go there. Don't define things and make it material. It is something that should be alive. When we say a word, when we speak out a sentence or a concept, the concept itself is not important. It is the reality behind the concept, what the concept describes. Words are merely pointing towards, but it is how we use those words to point towards it. Are we confusing? Are we straightforward and clear? If your intention to yourself are clear, it is clear to others too. If you wish to hide it for yourself, it will be hidden for others too. But I warn you, if you keep on hiding every single little thing about yourself, the things you are ashamed of, the things you have not overcome, the things you do not touch upon, this is of course the most extreme cases, you will not be able to hide it in the future. Every single thing we can hide as personality traits today cannot be hidden in the future. It will become our face. It will become our countenance. So what we unfold and develop now as morality, love, goodness, truth, but also objective insights to everything, is what you will build as, well, future. It becomes part of the body you build in future incarnations. It becomes a foundation. Things you take with you after death, things that are of a spiritual and eternal nature, you will have as a foundation and a starting point the next time. So, based on where we are placed in the world, often indicates what we did in our last lifetime or the lifetime before that. So, one must take into consideration we have come from many lifetimes, and without reincarnation and karma in the picture, well, everything is just dark. Everything, you don't find any truth there. Today we are meant to reintroduce reincarnation again into, well, the development of mankind. So, yeah, I will leave you with this today. I was curious as to see what came out this day, but yeah, I always find this entertaining and fun. It stimulates. You practice. You keep yourself inner life alive. You stimulate your life. So when you are seeing with your eyes or hearing with your ears, you are behind the eyes and the ears. You are behind your thinking. You are behind your feeling. You are behind your will. And unless you allow it, there are certain impulses you do not accept into your being because you hold strong to certain values. And that is the temple we are building. Until the temple is so strong that those that try to break it down cannot move the rocks an inch, because it has become built so strong that no matter what they say, it's like, yeah, sure, cool story, bro. Come on, find out. Be a curious person. Be alive. We need to introduce life again to the world, because as it stands now and as it is going, without truly having it is hard to explain it in words, but I know you feel it from me, because I am here. I am speaking to you. And the difference in being, distracted and daydreamy and hazy contra being here, listening, being awake, not pedantically, because you need to have the faculties of dreaming, but we should develop it so we can use it consciously, so we can see it clearly and consciously, and not only having hazy, vague dream images, but bringing true life into it. And that is what I will leave you with. May Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, ancient masters of old, ancestors from every incarnation, Godhead, seraphim, cherubim, thrones, kyriadities, dynamis, exousiae, archai, archangels and angels, all bless, protect, guide, and love you on your amazing, beautiful, wonderful path to redemption, growth, warmth, and love. And may you be inspirational to others, and may you bring about your inner spirit out from your core and be you, and be individual. From every individual comes truth. Every kind of group is an abstraction. We are all individuals, every single one of us. Once we try to blend into a group just to lose ourselves, you already see the picture here. You lose yourself. But when you are conscious, but also in a knowing, in a state of being where you know you are individual, but you are also amongst many individuals, and we take each individual individually. It is a huge disrespect to an individual to not take them as a new person, and to not take a human being as a new person every time, because they are not allowed to show new aspects of themselves. So, yeah, thank you. I just got a message. I got a teensy bit distracted there for a second, because what? But hey, thank you for listening to me. May you be blessed, protected, guided, and loved, and may you be provided for with all that you need to survive, live, and thrive, and be creative. Thank you. Goodbye.